Right, good morning. It is, according to my watch, 7:30 in the morning. This is my dad's house, and this is either going to be one of two things. Number one, everything I knit in a day. Or two, can I knit a pair of socks in a day? Because I know that I'm absolutely intrigued by the concept of whether or not I can do it. And there's a couple of reasons for that. The first one is that here's one I started earlier. This sock, for long-time viewers, will be recognisable because I haven't finished it in over a year. Why? I think there's 80 stitches on very small needles and it doesn't have a heel, so it just never feels like it's making progress. But I really like the yarn. It's called Mars Attacks, and it appears to be an infinite ball. It never seems to get smaller. So this has been taking a while. Then, you know, I started making huge socks, which are very warm to sleep in and nice to give to men, but they also take a while. Yesterday I finished this sock. Now, don't think that I started it yesterday. I think I did about this much of it yesterday, but I did start this much of its companion. So I like knitting socks. And one thing I do know is that this type of yarn from Hobby, however you say it, knits really quickly because it's a double knit sock yarn. So either, depending on how the day unfolds, if I have a lot of knitting time, I should be able to knit a pair of socks in a day with either this or this one. Or it's going to be, what do I knit in a day on a public holiday? Because today is the bonus public holiday for Queen's birthday, well, the Queen's death. It's, you know, 7:30 before, and now it's 7:33. I've woken up, made my bed, showered. So there's really nothing stopping me starting whatever this video is going to be. The struggle street of it all is that now that I've touched this one again, is I kind of want to work on this. But I know that as soon as I start knitting it, I never know when to stop because it's just one really small circular needle. And so I like knitting this yarn. It's very soft, it's lovely. And if I finished this, it would fit in my everything I've knit in September, as opposed to being a half-knitted project. It would also be nice to be finished this because I don't like doing socks on these needles. But I would really like to knit a pair of socks in a day. But I do also have a couple of jersey projects and a baby booty project and an advertising campaign to get sorted for the production that's on in a month, and costumes to sew. So do I have an entire day to be knitting? Maybe not. We shall see.
And I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
So has this turned out to be a how much can I knit in a day? No, no it hasn't. Has it turned out to be can I knit a pair of socks in a day? Also no. What I did manage to do was to have breakfast, clean the bathroom, do the kitchen. Yeah, and avoid knitting. Did finish this heel flap and whatever you call that bit there, and started on the decreasing of this sock, which is nice because that means that it's now all downhill. It's the easy part of the sock to go. So happy enough with that. However, I'm going to put it aside for the moment. What else have I done? I've got this little one here where I'm just trying to work out, can I knit a spider motif? You know, I think you can sort of see spider-esque. But I'm never sure whether or not it's going to be like bold enough against its same color background, or whether I need to think of something else. But it might be spidery enough. We'll see. Parts of it I think are really cool, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm wondering whether, no, it wouldn't make any sense to just change the color, or either way, I like the idea of it being knitted into the fabric, but in order to make it knitted into the fabric there, what I've basically done is had to manually tie the middle bit, because otherwise it was off center and it was more like a butterfly. As you can tell, I'm working on the Halloween concept of a spider. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wool here that I got from, oh, here we go, sorry. It's wanting to focus on my face because I'm too lazy to work out where the camera is. The temperature of today, it's gone up and down. I got this from Skeins just recently when I broke my no new yarn policy again. And I have this in two colours. This one here is Disco and this one here is Quake. What I don't know is what it's going to look like when it's knitted up. What I did do was buy enough for 2 jumpers. Because why wouldn't I buy enough for 2 jumpers when I've got a no new yarn policy of this year? But we'll see how we go. So I'm going to knit this up and see what it looks like when it's knitted. Yeah. And then I might get back to the sock for a while. But it's nice and peaceful. I'm still at Dad's. This is the corner of Dad's TV. This is Dad's plane. This is Dad's shelf of encyclopedias. And back here is the 3D printing room. I kid you not, it's a 3D printing room. I don't have a 3D printing room. I don't think I need a 3D printing room. But I am in the process of mentally designing a yarn library, because it's not hoarding if it's called a library. That's my theory. Anyway, I'm now going to probably carrying on watching crappy television on Disney and have my coffee in what used to be a Winnie the Pooh mug before it's been through the dishwasher 100,000 times in the last 30 years. Or longer. When did I move out? Who knows? So that's my plan for this afternoon. Well, yes. Where are we up to? It is currently 20 to 4. What have I done with the last few hours? Not a lot. So how much can I knit in a public holiday? Not a lot is the answer so far, when I go and do other things along the way. Yeah.
I believe I always should have stayed. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be in a dozen, the other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen, The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing.
So I've been knitting this swatch. I skipped a bit there because I wanted to get to the green bit. The problem's this. I still don't know whether or not I like it. You know? I mean, I am using a 5mm needle rather than the 4mm needles that it suggests for this yarn. But to be honest, I need to make sure that I can put it in the dryer. So I figure knitting loosely will do that. It's all right. It's all right. I think it's better from a distance than it is up close. And I think it's nicer knitted than it is looking at it just as a ball, I think. I don't know. I'm just going to stare at it for a while and see what I... Right, so it's the other end of the day now. It's just sort of around about just after 7. And how much have I managed to knit today? Not really a lot. And that's kind of okay. Because I cleaned some of Dad's house. I went out. Came up with a plan. Yeah, but I did get the heel turn part of the sock done. I will probably do a little bit more knitting in a wee while. I do need to create some posters and that sort of thing for midday job. And I have a plan of what to do with the Merino Pulse yarn, which is exciting. And so, yeah, did I do what I had intended to do today? No, not at all. But I think it's one of those things where you have to roll with it sometimes. And the day offers what the day offers. And I could have quite easily said no to some opportunities, and I could have put some other things on hold, and I could have sat here and I could have knitted a pair of socks in a day. But I'll save that because October's coming up and it's Socktober. So we know that there's going to be more socks in Socktober. Yeah, but all in all, it was the Queen's Memorial holiday and I had a nice time. I bought some groceries, I filled the car with gas, and I did a bit of knitting. So what more can you want? I had a look at some knitted pieces that I haven't finished in quite some time. Like I've still got the woven big blanket to go, and there's one more panel left. So I need to go through those patterns and sort that out. But I've got 5 out of the 6 pieces done, so that's close. Yeah, so it was a decidedly good day, and I'm definitely more relaxed and calmer now than I was this morning. And it's just been nice to have some mental space to do these things. And so will I do some more knitting tonight? Yeah, will I film it? Yeah, probably. But first of all, I've got some posters and things to create, and then I'll move on with that. Yeah, but it's been a good day.